Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. So very happy to see so many people here this morning. Certainly it's a very glorious event to celebrate this 25th anniversary of our Mayapur Institute. I had the opportunity, first of all, well, we began in Vrindavan. Vrindavan, of course, was where the Shastric studies began, and then quickly it began also, Mayapur also took it up. So over the years I've been putting more time into being in Mayapur. We've had the opportunity to see the course develop, the courses. We began with one course, of course so many more courses coming up. Now we have like about 40 courses which are running. And the number of students who are enrolled are not only they don't just only live here in Mayapur, but we have many courses online. So a lot of people are there online, and they benefit a lot from having the opportunity to attend classes, to take part in courses. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur instructed Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Before he departed from this world, Bhaktivinoda Thakur requested Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati that you please establish one educational institute in Mayapur. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati wanted very much that, and we see also Bhaktivinoda Thakur school is there on the road as we come along from, if you come from the Ghat and you can come up, you can see Bhaktivinoda Thakur's educational institute is there. However, we like to establish something on a bigger scale. We want to encourage more the education in transcendental knowledge. There are so many institutes which cater for material knowledge, for cultivating what we would call avidya. But our Krishna conscious society is focused more on transcendental knowledge, vidya, and that means studying scriptures, and certainly Srila Prabhupada wanted that, and he wanted it would be done in Mayapur especially, that we would have a nice educational institute here. So it's very wonderful how things have developed here. I don't know how it happens, but somehow it just seemed to come about by the grace of Krishna. You can tell Krishna's really helping a lot to develop the institute here. We have a very nice ashram for men, and we hope in the future there will also be an ashram where the females can also be accommodated, because ladies are also encouraged to study, and they study also very nicely. So whether you're male or female, whether you're young or old, we encourage everyone to take time to attend and take part in these courses. It's such a nice opportunity to hear and associate with devotees. People living in remote parts of the world, they don't have the opportunity. You know, there's so many devotees in different places where there's no temple, where there's no namhata, there's no association. But if we have these courses, they can come online and they can take part and they can be greatly benefited. And they really appreciate that opportunity to hear and to associate with devotees, to get that education, which is so important to cultivate spiritual knowledge. hearing topics of Krishna in the association of the devotees. This is our real business as devotees. So especially when we come to holy places like Mayapur, it's in Mayapur Dham where we can really absorb ourselves in the nectar of hearing and chanting. And we want to have more and more courses, more and more classes, and see more and more students take part. I think it's something which we have to encourage more and more, that, you know, just simply taking a course one time, often it's not enough, that people need to be refreshed. I know sometimes teachers come, just like I was in China one time, and I remember there were some people coming from Europe. They were teaching Chinese in Europe, and they come to China and they stay there in China, in the university in China, and they practice their Chinese there. And then they go back to their country in Europe and they're teaching there. So similarly, it would be nice for the devotees to come to Mayapur and spend time in Mayapur. And it should be quite regular, if not every year, every 2 or 3 years, maximum every 5 years. You know, I've been a devotee now more than 50 years, so I take the opportunity to try to spend more and more time here in Mayapur. And when people ask me, what's your home? I say, Mayapur. That this is my home, this is where my heart is, and I definitely want to see more and more things develop here in Mayapur. And the Mayapur Institute is a very dynamic thing which is happening, and I'm very happy to be part of this institute. Hare Krishna.